Well, this was not the semester that any school expected to have, with all classes now online at UW System schools. The administration is now looking into possible scenarios in the future.
Our Jamie Perez tells us about the plans to provide testing for every student and faculty member in hopes of returning to in-person classes this fall.
A whirlwind ending to the 2020 school year brings all eyes and ears to the UW campus administration looking for what's next.
What are we going to need to do here? What are some possibilities?
Vice President of Administration Robert Kramer is part of the discussion of plans to test every student, faculty, and staff member on every UW campus in hopes of resuming some sense of normalcy in the fall.
Don't know logistically if it's possible yet to test all students and all faculty and all employees. That's part of what we want to understand.
Kramer said current testing may cost them about $100 per test. With around 170,000 students and 40,000 employees, it would cost them more than $20 million for one round of testing. And their hope is to do periodic, ongoing testing.
If that is the cost, we can't afford to do that. So what are the things that we can do to get it down from there?
The UW school system is already dealing with millions in financial loss. And even with the furloughs, canceled events, and federal aid, they would still be looking at what could be hundreds of millions of dollars in lost revenue.
We're anticipating that we would work with the state and other elected officials and figure out how to pay for those costs. I think there's a high degree of interest in having people returning to our institutions.
They're also looking at plans to possibly do contact tracing, provide PPE gear, and implement plans to socially distance if they do return to in-person classes. Until they work through this monumental task, we are on standby, waiting to see how this fall will play out.
Things will be changing between now and when we get back to the fall.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez.
The administration will be looking at its budget in early June, where they will have a better idea on what plan is feasible moving forward.